soon we are seeing the shapes of different things. That is all mathematics. If you go on the road, you will see everything. It has the shapes, so that is the mathematics. If you have to go to buy anything, then you need mathematics. If you have to cook, then you should have a ratio. It is not that you put 4 tables of spoon and 4 tables of dal, 4 spoons of dal. So you should know the ratio. So the people who are good at mathematics, they are very good cooks, they are very good bakers. So maths is used in every field of life. And if you see the Indian mathematicians, we have a number of mathematicians. Wherever we see, Indians have a great research and like Aryabhat 1, Aryabhat 2, Bhaskar 1, Bhaskar 2, Shakuntala Devi. Indians are really very, very good. So if you tell the children that you have in your DNA, they will take interest. And the second thing is teachers should know how to motivate children. You don't have to tell that maths is the very dull subject, it is very difficult subject. When I think I say that it is the most easy subject because it is related with our life. In every sphere of life, maths is required. If children know that without this, you can't even do your household. At every step you need, if you have to make your budget of the month, you should know about the mathematics. If you go anywhere, the mathematicians are, I tell you, they are really very popular. Because if you go to the shop and if the discount sale is going on, before the shopkeeper tells you, if you know the mathematics, you can tell the rate or the cost of the thing without using the calculator, while in the shop everybody is using calculator. So it makes you an outstanding person. Yes, it is difficult for girls because I don't know what phobia they have of the maths. Now, in my education also, till class 7, I used to face a lot of problem in mathematics. And that also I think it is due to my teachers. But after 7th class, I got a very good teacher, and after that, I never looked behind. So it depends all on the teachers. I have a challenge for this that any child who comes to me, I make mathematics the most easy subject, and children like that. I can tell you 95% of my children are doing work only for maths. And in our school also, like in classes 11th and 12th, children, if you see in other schools, children opt, very less number of children opt maths. But in our school, I think 99% children opt for maths. Because it only depends on the teacher, how do they make it easy and interesting. It is not only easy, it is interesting and very useful. So maths has too much importance, and I think that everybody should take interest and we should develop good teachers for that. Thank you.
Thank you. Truly, शायद हमारे साथ हुआ ही है. I mean, we had good supervisors, we had good PhD guides, and we had interesting teachers in college. They have shaped somewhere, they have helped us to decide our career because we got passionate about it and we worked towards it and we wanted it. And I think that has made a difference to a lot of people while they have taken up higher studies. But still, if you look, we still have a lot of gap. I don't know why. I mean, sometimes I look, I mean, I have been teaching in school for a couple of years now, and I've seen that by the time children pass it, and lovely girls who've been doing good science, good mathematics, and they suddenly jump from science and take up commerce, they want to take up humanities, they want to do international law, but for some reason they don't want to do science, which is very strange. And I find, and I feel sad that we lose many brilliant minds to other, I'm not saying other subjects don't need brilliant mind, but science needs brilliant mind too, which goes somewhere else. This is one reason, and that is what is very strange. So while I was going through this little thing on the theme of this year's International Day, I happened to read a very nice blog which spoke about water. It said that there's this guy called Raymond Tang. His TED talk. In his TED talk, he spoke about water as H2O, and he very beautifully defined H as in two ways. In which he says that everything, if you are humble, if you can be honest, if you can just mix up with things, if you can become open, then I think things will become easier. And I think this is what possibly we need in today's time as all of us, हम सारे लोग जितने बैठे हैं यहाँ पे और आप लोग जो ऑनलाइन जुड़े हैं, अगर हम लोग सब not thinking about what is happening, or I don't think it doesn't matter. Why should I even think bothered about what children are doing? I have a lot of work to do. मेरे पास मेरे already designed office के काम बहुत सारे हैं, and I have projections to make, and I have hardcore research to do. But I think थोड़ा सा टाइम निकाल के अगर हम एक collaborative effort ये करें, जहाँ पे कि maybe आप लोगों जैसे scientists, if you can talk to students, if you can talk to younger generation and tell them, give them a very honest picture of what lies in future. I mean, it's not a bed of roses कि आपने कहा कि मैं आज like Dr. Manisha, of course, she has been here for so many years because she's passionate about her work. But it has not been an easy time for her to walk from where she was to what she is today. Similarly, I think for all of us here, like already Nirupama ma'am told us how it was difficult for her to walk in, and how Swapnamita told us, and of course, to become a geologist, it is so difficult to stand up, and prove yourself. So if we give that real picture, and at the same time we handhold each other, probably we can all cross the bridge and make ourselves a stronger one. And try and bring in or narrow down. I cannot say we can completely patch up the gender gap, but at least try and narrow down the gender gap. Because sometimes I feel that even in research institutions of repute like even Guardia or say FRI or say WII for that matter, many times even if girls join as researchers, there's halfway through that they lose it or they just want to go away because there's something which just doesn't work with them. It is not that they don't want to work, it is not that they are not brilliant, it is not that they are not excited about science, but something goes amiss. So if we could, clarify those little areas in people's mind when they are studying. Because this girl sitting with us here, she's doing environment science, master's in environment science. But she doesn't know what lies ahead of her after doing this course and what exactly where she can contribute, what her strengths are, or somebody who can pick her up and tell her, you know what, you know this much, but if you do this, you can be better, come, I'll help you do it. So that would be just wonderful. And we will have one more addition of one more person with us. So with this, I would like to invite Dr. Manju Sundarayar, if you could come, and please introduce yourself and talk about your road in the world of science and your challenges that you have. Dr. Manju Sundarayar. I think, yes.
Hello. Am I audible, ma'am? Yeah, good afternoon to all. And first of all, I would like to thank Rima ma'am for inviting me and giving me this opportunity. I just want to introduce myself. I am Dr. Manju Sundarayal, and I am working as a scientist in Uttarakhand Science Education and Research Center. And prior to that, I did my PhD from Sikkim, Himalaya, in non-timber forest produce, means wild edible plants of Sikkim, Himalaya. And after that, we have shifted to Uttarakhand. 14 to 15 years we have spent in Northeast region in Sikkim and Arunachal, where I have worked particularly on wild edible plants, their value addition, and I have involved women group, rural communities to to how to empower them through this non-timber forest produce, and how they can increase their incomes. And after that, in 2004, I have shifted to Uttarakhand. Then I choose to work on bamboo as and medicinal and aromatic plants. बैम्बू जो कि हमारी और जितने भी हमारे नेचुरल रिसोर्सेस हैं उनको मैंने सोचा कि कैसे हम अपनी हाउ कैन वी मेक आवर स्ट्रेंथ, एंड आई हैव इन्वॉल्व इन ऑल माय पीएचडीज, ऑल माय रिसर्च प्रोग्राम्स, विमेन को ही मैंने सारे प्रोग्राम्स में इन्वॉल्व किया, राइट फ्रॉम बैम्बू से हो गया, चाहे हमारे मेडिसिनल एरोमेटिक प्लांट्स हो गया या वाइल्ड एडिबल प्लांट्स, सभी में विमेन को इन्वॉल्व करके उनमें उनको हम कैसे इनकम से जोड़ सकते हैं और कैसे उनकी हम कैपेसिटी बिल्ड कर सकते हैं, इस पे मैंने काम किया। एंड आफ्टर दैट उत्तराखंड में फिर अभी 2011 से मैंने उत्तराखंड साइंस एजुकेशन रिसर्च सेंटर में यहाँ पे ज्वाइन किया एज ए साइंटिस्ट, और यहाँ पे कई प्रोग्राम्स हम लोग देख रहे थे। उसमें से एक प्रोग्राम जो मैं देख रही थी साइंस ऑफ सर्वाइवल, और जिसमें कि अभी वाटर पे भी हम लोगों ने अवेयरनेस के काफी प्रोग्राम्स चलाए थे कि वाटर रिज्यूविनेशन पे, और कैसे वीमेन को हम कैसे एम्पावर करें, कैसे हम एनवायरनमेंट को कंजर्व करें, उन सब के ऊपर हम लोगों ने काफी प्रोग्राम किए। और अभी जो मैं पर्टिकुलरली अभी मैं कर रही हूँ कि बैम्बू जो हमारा एक बहुत ही इम्पोर्टेंट नेचुरल रिसोर्स है, उसको हम कैसे अपनी स्ट्रेंथ बना सकते हैं, क्योंकि जिसको कि हम ग्रीन गोल्ड कहते हैं, और उसी में ही, क्योंकि ये अभी तक हमारे ट्रेडिशनल आर्टिसंस इसके साथ इन्वॉल्व रहते थे, लेकिन इसमें भी मैंने बैम्बूज में वीमेन को इन्वॉल्व करके उनको जो प्रोडक्ट्स होते हैं न्यू प्रोडक्ट्स बनाने में उनको ट्रेनिंग दी, और उससे वो न्यू प्रोडक्ट्स को उनको किसी कोऑपरेटिव और मार्केटिंग से हमने उनको लिंक किया, पूरी एक वैल्यू चेन हमने बना के उस पर काम किया। तो कई वीमेन अभी उस पर काम कर रही हैं और अपनी मंथली इनकम भी अर्न कर रही है। इसी तरह से मेडिसिनल एरोमेटिक प्लांट जो कि हमने वेस्टलैंड में हमने चमोली डिस्ट्रिक्ट में एक अपना प्रोजेक्ट अभी किया, उसमें वेस्टलैंड में कैसे वीमेन फार्मर को हमने इन्वॉल्व कर 150 वीमेन फार्मर्स को इन्वॉल्व करके उन्होंने जो कि वेस्टलैंड थी जहाँ पे कुछ भी नहीं होता था, एग्रीकल्चर उनका जहाँ पे नील था, सब लोग, क्योंकि यहाँ से हमारा ज्यादा तक तो माइग्रेशन हो गया है, तो 3 स्पीसीज हमने जो कि उस एरिया में हो सकती है उसको वहां पे ग्रो करके उनको फिर हमने वैल्यू एडिशन करके और फिर मार्केटिंग से जोड़ के वीमेन ग्रुप को इन्वॉल्व किया, और अभी उनकी भी काफी अच्छी इनकम हो रही है, और वो लोग तीनों स्पीसीज बड़े अच्छे एरिया में ग्रो कर रही है। और अभी हमारा रिसेंटली अभी हमारी जो मैडम है डायरेक्टर अनीता रावत मैम, उनको भी आज ज्वाइन करना था, लेकिन अभी भी उनका मैसेज आया, तो वो कह रही थी कि मैंने मैडम को भी मैसेज कर दिया है, वो अभी किसी आज प्रोग्राम में है, वो 2 प्रोग्राम में थी, तो अभी भी वहीं पर कह रही थी मैं जैसे ही आती हूँ तो मैं ज्वाइन करूंगी इस प्रोग्राम को, तो उन्होंने अपनी गुड विशेष दी है मैम को। और अभी हमने एजुकेशन के ऊपर काफी प्रोग्राम चलाया है, मेंटरशिप प्रोग्राम है, तो यहाँ पे जितनी भी हमारी विमेन साइंटिस्ट जितनी भी जुड़ी हुई हैं, आप सभी लोगों को सुन के, आप सभी लोगों के वर्क को सुन के बहुत अच्छा लगा, और मुझे लगता है कि आप लोग हमारे जो मेंटरशिप प्रोग्राम है, आप लोग भी एक मेंटर की तरह काम कर सकते हैं। और हमारी वेबसाइट पे u.circ.in पे आप लोग लॉग इन करिएगा, उस पे मेंटरशिप हमारा एक पोर्टल है, उसमें आप एज एन मेंटर की तरह आप लोग उसमें सभी लोगों से मैं रिक्वेस्ट करती हूँ कि आप ज्वाइन करिएगा। और इसी तरह से मैम के साथ हमारा बहुत पुराना एसोसिएशन रहा है। प्रोफेसर पंत हमारे पहले के निदेशक थे, जिनके निर्देशन में भी हमने काफी हमारा यूसर्क इस्टेब्लिश हुआ, और बहुत अच्छे हमने प्रोग्राम अभी चलाए थे, और इसी तरह भी हम लोग कार्य कर रहे हैं। और मुझे लगता है कि भविष्य में हम सभी लोग आगे मिलके और फिर से हम लोग इसी तरह से इंटरेक्शन करते रहेंगे। और मेरा कहना यही है कि विमेन की अगर हम पूरे उसमें देखें या इंडिया पूरे वर्ल्ड में देखें 50% पॉपुलेशन महिलाओं की है, एग्रीकल्चर में भी देखें 50% जो काम होता है महिलाओं के द्वारा ही किया जाता है। लेकिन अगर हम साइंस में देखें, महिलाएं पोस्ट ग्रेजुएट लेवल तक भी साइंस में उनका जो इनरोलमेंट है वो काफी है, बट लेकिन उनको जो एक रिकॉग्निशन मिलना चाहिए या जिस लेवल पे उन्हें पहुंचना चाहिए उस लेवल पे वो लोग पहुंच नहीं पाए, क्योंकि हिरार्की में भी अगर हम देखें, डीएसटी की एक रिपोर्ट ही मैं पढ़ रही थी कल साइंस की, कि उसमें जो CSI या DBT या कोई जो बड़ी ऑर्गेनाइजेशन है, उसमें अगर हेड हेडशिप में हम देखें तो विमेन का पार्टिसिपेशन हमेशा कम ही रहा है, और इसके पीछे हमारे कई रीजन है कि क्योंकि वीमेन के ऊपर हमेशा एक ओवरलोड होता है, घर का भी होता है, तो बाहर चाहे वो किसी भी पोजीशन में है उसके ऊपर डबल वर्कलोड होता है। अगर वो हाउस वाइफ भी है तो वो उसके ऊपर तो काम बहुत ज्यादा ही होता है। तो इस सब के कारण ही शायद आगे नहीं बढ़ पाती हैं, क्योंकि काफी रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटीज होती है। तो इन सब पे हमें फर्दर स्ट्रेटजी और प्लानिंग और पॉलिसी की आवश्यकता है, जिसपे फर्दर डिस्कशन की जरूरत है। थैंक यू वेरी मच मैम।
Thank you so much. Beautiful. जिनको मैं रिक्वेस्ट कर रही हूँ हमसे बात करने के लिए, वो है डॉक्टर किरण नेगी, जो हेस्को से एसोसिएटेड है। डॉक्टर किरण नेगी कई सालों से हेस्को से एसोसिएटेड है। वो एक एनजीओ है जो एग्रीकल्चर और एग्रो बेस्ड एक्टिविटीज पे काम करता रहा है। उसके अलावा उनके मल्टीपल काम हो रहे हैं, एंड शी हैज बीन कनेक्टेड, लोगों के साथ जुड़ी हुई है और उनकी समस्याओं को समझती है। आप मैम, किरण मैम, प्लीज टेल अस योर जर्नी, बिकॉज एक ऑर्गेनाइजेशन में काम करना जो कि एक गवर्नमेंट ऑर्गेनाइजेशन है, वो एक अलग वो होता है, और एक इस तरह से काम करना एक प्राइवेट ऑर्गेनाइजेशन, इनफैक्ट एक एनजीओ में काम करना एक अलग किस्म का इकोसिस्टम होता है। तो वी वुड लाइक टू नो फ्रॉम यू व्हाट हैव बीन योर चैलेंजेस, आपके चैलेंजेस और आपकी रोड अहेड कैसे रहे।
Hello. Good afternoon to all. Yeah, myself, Dr. Kiran Negi, and as Reemapan ma'am said, this I am right now working with an organization. Basically, I am botanist, and I did my PhD on botany from Garhwal University. And from that time, actually during my research work, because I'm working on, I am botanist, so I involved with the, working in forest areas. So if we'll say the forest means plant means forest means village, mountain. So then I started working in villages, and I involved with organization, Himalayan Environmental Studies and Conservation Organization, and by involving then I worked on various issues of mountain women. Because immediately after my PhD, I joined the organization. So I worked on, my focus is on the rural development, and I'm from mountain area, so I involved in the villages of mountains. And as you know that in the mountain area, there are mostly the women are the main population. They are the main working hand. So because I got opportunity to study the plants and the science and the technology, so I use my knowledge for the betterment of the society, basically. Because that time I thought that if I got opportunity to know something, so how best I can use this knowledge for society, especially the mountain. And if I'm talking about the mountain, so is the women. So then I started working the use of science and technology for the betterment of society. That time when I am working in mountain area, so I thought there are many resources. If the mountain we have limitations, so we also have some opportunities, as we are rich in resources, bioresources. There are many bioresources in the forest area, in the villages, in the agriculture area, and the the guard of these all resources are the women. So we utilize these all resources for the for their use, and then we worked on various activities in and around the villages and the mountain and the forest. So this time, if we started using the agriculture resources like the millets, the women they are working, and these are the main crops. Hello. Yeah. Am I audible?
Yeah.
Yeah, actually there are some interrupts. So when we started working, uh, we uh, we worked on the the utilization of their local resources. Yeah, I'm talking about the agriculture resources. So that time the agriculture, the women, because the most of the time the science work on the resources which is the useful for the larger and the bigger farmers basically. So in the millets there are the no very little scientists, few scientists, they are working on the millet, promotion of millets. That time we involved with the institutes and the PGR and started working on the promotion of the millets. And then value addition, we started value addition on these millets. And during my this all journey, we use various resources and develop various products for the society. And after that, we create one group for the women, basically the women farmer. It is WISE, Women Initiative for Self-Employment. So this group basically a group of the women entrepreneurs and the farmers who are searching some platform basically of their livelihood and other sector. So it's a basically it's a long journey and it's a more than I think 30 years we are working on this sector. So today I just focus on the water also, because today's issue I think the water we are focusing. So because we also face and realize that the water is the major problem in mountain areas. And you all know, because you all are we are in. So the water, basically the main source of water is the natural springs. And these days, these natural springs, they are drying up, and it create the the drudgery and the problem to the women in the mountain area. So we worked on the recharging of natural springs, how we can increase the recharge and the on the water issues. So we worked on these issues. And then we in our campus we created one 44 hectare land. With the forest department, we regenerate one river here. There is a small river, Asan River. So we regenerate this river by using the mechanical and the botanical methods. So this is the if I just speak, I think it will take long time, and there are many other scientists. And I just here I just want to thanks Dr. Reema ma'am to give me this opportunity to interact with these all eminent scientists here who are working. And I'm just listening since about all their work on different areas like geology and the mathematician in different areas. So it's an opportunity for me to listen these all here. And I am here, and I also would I like to listen the other scientists who are involved in this. So thank you, Reema ma'am, for this. And I just invite because we are in Dehradun only, so I invite all the women scientists here in our campus to show them all the related activities like the water recharging and the other related activities here. So thank you, ma'am, and welcome all the scientists in our campus if they'll get time sometime. So we'll have a meeting in our campus and we'll interact on more issues then later on. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Ma'am, I think you are muted.
Am I audible?
Yeah, now you are audible, ma'am. Okay.
So I think what Kiran ma'am spoke about. I think what Kiran ma'am spoke about was Kiran ma'am spoke about was basically how difficult it is to interact with people, explain them, and then get to एक side पे देखिए कितना amazing है. एक एनजीओ का काम कितना बैलेंसिंग एक्ट की तरह से है कि एक तरफ आप साइंटिफिक ऑर्गेनाइजेशंस के साथ भी इंटरैक्ट कर रहे हैं क्योंकि आपको साइंस करनी है, और दूसरी तरफ आप लोकल्स के साथ इंटरैक्ट कर रहे हैं क्योंकि आपको उनको साइंस पहुंचानी है, और ये बैलेंस आपको बनाना है. So at one end you are talking about those technical terms to people who are specialists in their work, और दूसरी तरफ आप उसी टेक्निकल टर्म को सिंप्लीफाई करके उनको बता रहे हैं जिनकी वो जरूरत है. So bridging a gap शायद अपने आप में ही काफी डिफिकल्ट रहता होगा. So hats off to you, Kiran ma'am. And now I would like to ask Dr. Manisha Unyan, who is a zoologist and is in DBS College probably. And ma'am, would you like to talk about how academics and your journey in this world has been?
A very good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon.
Am I audible, ma'am?
Yes, yes, you are.
So first of all, I am very much thankful to all of you, to organizers, for inviting me in this session. And as my previous speaker said, that it is really difficult as a woman to work and to make a balance between professional and personal life. So about my career, I did my post-graduation in zoology from DAV PG College, and my specialization was entomology. And after this my post-graduation, I did my PhD in aquatic biodiversity from Department of Environmental Sciences at HNB Gopal University in the year 2004. And after doing PhD, I worked in a project in ICFRE for 2 years in Environmental Impact Assessment Division. And after that, I handled 2 major projects as PI. They were funded by DST. Then what I felt during this period, it was hard for me to work for 10 to 5 along with my family. My kids were small, and somehow I feel that teaching would be a better option to make a perfect balance with my professional as well as family life. So I opted for teaching, and presently I am working as assistant professor in Department of Zoology in DBS PG College. Yes, the journey is difficult, as previous speakers say, that all of us, like how we manage with our personal and professional life, it is really hard to make a balance. But as a teacher, what I feel that if I am doing my job sincerely and I feel satisfied, like I am contributing something. I'm teaching sincerely, I'm working at home sincerely, and whatever the things I'm facing, I think I'm doing justice with all the things. So I feel satisfied. And in the present scenario, in my MSc students, I see that out of 20, 19 are girls and 1 is boy in one batch. And in MSc third semester, we are having 17 girls and 3 boys. So girls definitely opt for science career, though there are many challenges, but still we are fascinated towards science, and we are opting for science. And that's all I have to say. Thank you.
But, Dr. Manisha, we have Dr. Poonam Gupta from IIT. Ma'am, I am very excited to ask you a couple of questions. So, but before I do, please share with us your journey in this world of science and the roadblocks you've had and how you overcame.
Thank you, Dr. Reema. Thank you so much. Good afternoon, all the beautiful ladies out there. I've been patiently hearing all of you, and it was really, I'm really feeling privileged, to be sharing this platform with such learned women, and they're all mostly they're in Dehradun and other cities. To introduce myself, to start with my introduction, basically I'm an electrical and electronic engineer from Bitspilani, and so though my designation is as a chief scientist in IIP, but I'm actually an engineer. So my main domain area is engineering services division. I'm looking after the engineering services division, which includes civil work, electrical work, and mechanical work as well. I'm also looking after a division which is called Automotive Fuels and Lubricants Application Division, where the mandate is to do COP for the vehicles, to do engine development work, and also to do field trials for the newly formulated lubricants and oils by the different companies. So this is my brief introduction. Now to talk about today's topic, that is water and sanitation. Since I'm an engineer and I'm into engineering services division, I'm supposed to be looking after the infrastructural, I'm supposed to be giving the infrastructural support to the institute. So what we did in terms of water and sanitation was, like, we have taken up rainwater harvesting. We have also worked for the sewage unit. Like, there are different CSI labs you must have heard of. We have 37 such labs who are working on different domains. They have different domains, different areas on which they are working. So there's one lab in Nagpur, which is called NEERI, which is working on environmental, basically they're doing all environmental related work. So they have come out with a technology which is called Fitteroid technology, in which they'll be planting plants, for cleaning the sewage water. So we are soon going to implement that technology on our campus. Besides that, there's another lab which is CMCRI, which is also working on a similar kind of a thing, in which they will take up not only the rainwater, the sewage water, as well as the drained water, where the chemicals might be involved. So all this water will be collected and it will be cleaned, and this particular water then can be used for horticulture, for irrigation, and for such other works. So in a way, we will be saving water. So this is the kind of work that we have been involved in where water is concerned. But if we talk about air pollution, because I'm involved with another group, which is automotive fuels and lubricants, as I said, where we are doing the COP, that is the emissions of the vehicles. So indirectly, we are also working on development of engines towards, our aim is for zero carbon emission. So we have an area where a scientist is working on retrofitting of vehicles, the old diesel and gasoline vehicles, which are going to be removed from the road, that can be then retrofitted with an electrical fit, with a kit. We are making a kit which consists of a battery and a motor, and that kit will be used for converting these vehicles into electrical vehicles. So, we are aiming towards zero emissions there. When we are converting a vehicle into electric vehicle, we are working towards, the goal is towards zero emissions. So this is again one area where, we are working for the society, for the betterment of society, to have a better clean air, not only water, but also towards having a clean air. So this is all that I have to say, but I would definitely want to interact with the other women scientists who are there on this platform. With that ma'am who was there from HESCO, maybe we can do some collaborative work, because we really want to do something for the society. That is all I have to say. Thank you so much for patiently hearing me. And thank you, Dr. Reema, for giving me this opportunity, and TechnoHub for organizing this brainstorming session. I really love to be part of this session and to hear from other ladies as well. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, ma'am. As I told you, I was very excited because I thought I had a question for you. And but as the word says, it is strange. See, world is a small place. You happen to be from Brits Pilani, and I happen to study in Vidyapit. So we have a Pilani connect.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
I have studied from the same school, Birla Balika Vidyapit.
Oh, then though we are sisters. Wonderful. I think this platform has been just more than just being a brainstorming session. It is rather being an introductory session of knowing people, and I met
great
friends from Wildlife Institute, and now I'm meeting a friend from school. It is like going back in time. Wonderful.
Yes. So it is great organizing this and bringing me to this platform. Thank you so much once again.
Yeah, and I'm sure you're going to come here now.
Yeah, sure.
Thank
We'll
you
meet
so
in
much.
person. Yes.
Yes, definitely. Thank you, Dr. Poonam. This was wonderful. If you look at IIT, anyways, IIT has been working in a lot of things. IIT के इतने अपने patents हैं. I think that is one of the star CSIR labs in India with lots and lots of patents and always working towards greener and cleaner India, which is amazing. So I think it would be wonderful to collaborate with IIT and also work with them. So in a way, while I've been talking to all of you, मुझे लगा कि आप सभी लोग दूसरे से interact करना चाहते हैं. Since I have your email ID, so is it okay if I put them on the common group that we created? Then you all can also interact with each other, so it becomes a common platform for all of us. Now that we have almost come to an end with almost everybody spoken, is Miss Akanksha Pant here on the platform? Ma'am, if you are there, could you please let us know? Miss Akanksha Pant from Pithoragarh? I guess she was not able to join, but I see a few more people. If anybody else would want to speak something or want to share their ideas or their issues with science, please. I can see many people. So anybody else who would want to speak? Otherwise, we come to the next agenda.
Rima, ma'am, with due liberty of the panelists of TechnoHub, as I was hearing since definitely as a Soman was a statement that istri hoti nahi hai, banai jati hai. So exactly that is the very, very important thing that all of us are contributing for to make more strengthening about the society for our women for our society. So, I would like to share on this platform that being the biotechnologist and the bioinformatician, what the best we are doing to save the environment by the different kind of chemicals, by the different kind of experimental setup that are made with the animals. So we have developed many simulated systems or the model systems through which we can go the research. We can identify the certain targets, we can identify the certain drugs molecule that could be just by avoiding the killing of animals, okay, by the animal testing. And definitely we are also training the women in this area. And not only in this, our group is also doing, very recently we have planned a training for Resham Udyog, just to make the women self-empowered. Okay, training कैसे मलबरी के पौधे लगाएं. तो मैं यही कहना चाहूंगी इस प्लेटफॉर्म पे कि जो आपका सस्टेनेबल डेवलपमेंट 6 एजेंडा है, क्लीनिंग के लिए, वाटर के लिए, तो डेफिनेटली वी आर वेलकमिंग ऑल द एजुकेटेड वुमेन. हम सबको थैंक्स देते हैं, चाहे वो मेधा पाटेकर जी हो, चाहे वो हमारी अभी तुलसी गौड़ा जी मैडम हो, जिन्होंने इतना पर्यावरण के लिए किया. तो स्त्री का एक बहुत बहुत ही इम्पोर्टेंट रोल है. डेफिनेटली वुमेन इज अ great role, but if we are talking about the purpose of SD6 in the terms of sanitization, definitely we are doing in our field as a scientist, as a researcher, as a teachers, as a faculty. But I would like to say a big thanks to all that women, those who are at the बिलो, मतलब जो हमारे घरों में भी आके एक सैनिटाइजेशन का काम करती हैं, चाहे वो अभी कोविड का टाइम रहा जिसमें, तो हमको इस तरह की वुमेन का भी, जिन्होंने हमारे एक क्लीनिनेस का, सैनिटाइजेशन का सपोर्ट करते हैं, घर में एक हमारी मेड से लेके और बाहर जो झाड़ू लगाती हैं एक महिलाएं, उनका भी हमको इस प्लेटफॉर्म से मैं उनको सम्मान करना चाहूंगी, बिकॉज दे आर ऑल्सो इन्वॉल्व विद आवर society to make it clean at the root level. Okay, so rather all of us doing very well in our area. So definitely, Rima ma'am, you have done a wonderful job to giving this platform that we can discuss about the views, we can share about the scientific ventures and all. And rather than being the social. I'm also in charge of my university about the PHSC cell, physical and sexual harassment cell. So definitely I'm working in this area throughout. So thank you once again. And definitely as a scientist, we are doing the TKDL project, we are doing the environmental conservation projects, and many of our researchers, scientists, they are research scholars, they are developed wonderful models through which you can find out the very, very good result, rather avoiding the experiment by rat or any animal. So these are the direct or indirect contributions. Thank you so much, Rima ma'am.
It's wonderful, Dr. Jackie. In fact, this has just given me an idea. I think हम लोग इतने सारे लोग इस forum में हैं, and let us keep it open. I will keep this channel open. Anybody, maybe any one of you could have anything that you would want to discuss in a common platform, and you might have different scientists working on almost similar works that you are doing, and it would be a nice place where you could sit and discuss your research ideas, or maybe way ahead, and we might find some more solutions which are diverse. So, if it is okay, you can always use this platform, and we will be happy to host you all, and we will be happy to learn from you. And we are always open to this idea of collaboration, because I think collaboration is the best thing that one can happen, do and grow, and it gives you a holistic growth because you are collaborating and you have more power to yourself. Now, coming from this to another, the main agenda of the day to day is that what we have, as Techno, I would like to tell what we have been doing so far as as SDG 6 is concerned. Basically, we've been talking about, like I said earlier, we've done a couple of workshops on water awareness and water education with a couple of institutions, and we would like to even do it for schools, because I feel that awareness is one thing which is lacking. I know all our scientists are doing amazing job. If you look at the scientific journals, if you look at papers which come, India is probably doing a lot of work. It's not that we are not doing work, but somewhere I feel there's a huge gap. What happens inside your scientific institutions, ma'am, is something which is lacking because it doesn't reach the child. Till I've been in school, I've been teaching for about 20 years now in both boys and girls combined, and it has been my endeavor to continuously take these children from the school shelf and take them to these organizations. I've been to FRI n number of times. I've been to Wildlife Institute, which has been like almost a regular place that I've taken my students. We've been to Wadia Institute, also taken them there. And it is only when they reach there, they realize that the world is so much different from what they read in school books. And when they interact with scientists, they find that, okay, scientists are human beings like us, and they have their issues like us, but still they are doing a wonderful job, and that inspires them. And many of the students after that have actually taken up. I have taught environment science, and I can gladly share here that many of my students are today doing so well in environment science. They've taken it up in their masters, and they are now placed in various good places, and they're working towards it. So I think there is a bridge which is definitely needed, and this is where I feel that as Technohub we could be with you. We would like to associate with you, where we could bring in students, or we could have a program for students where we could have you people on board, where you could explain it to them, or we can simplify the complex work that you do and put it in front of them and tell them how easy science can be. It is not as difficult as it looks when you look at a huge formula, or when you talk about those strange names in geology, which kind of scare people. So it could be very, very simple, and I think you people are the best people to do it when it comes to that. So, and similarly, we have a technical division where we don't do a lot of work, because it does need a lot of learning also, but we are have taken a baby steps in technology, where we are doing certain sensor-based work. So we have made sensors for testing water quality, which can be used online, which can be used from a distance. We have also tried to put up a pilot project for an intelligent agriculture system, where where the irrigation system could be monitored through your mobile, and you do not have to go, and the water wastage can be stopped. And we are looking into further more areas where we can work using sensors, using technology. So in case anybody of you needs those kind of help, we will be happy to put it, pitch in and work with you. It will be a privilege rather to work with people like you and also learn at the same time. So that is it. And then coming to the SDG 6, we are thinking that we have two very amazing months, March and April coming. Where March we have World Water Day, we have a lot of days, and in April we have World Earth Day. which will come in. So if there is anything that you are planning, or if you wish, then we can plan it out and we could share with you. And if you could, try and bring it up and we can circulate it through schools and allow the schools to come and work maybe with any one of you, so that they learn better and they work much, and we could happily play the bridge show. So is there anything anybody would like to add to it, or contribute to it, or suggest maybe? Yeah, everyone hear me?
Yes. Again, I'm Dr. Swapna, the high student, and I would like to talk on some issues that I have gone through probably, or probably women and girls go through if they want to pursue a career. And also, I would like to tell you a little about how we started working and diversified fields. I can see diversity, but here, as a country also we are so diverse. So we work on the Himalayas. Now, initially, when everybody started working, it was Uttarakhand Himalayas, the Himachal Himalayas, even Kashmir Himalayas, but the Northeast Himalayas. So I have seen a lot of people have said that they are working in the Sikkim part. So that also we have moved a little east. But if we move a little more east, Arunachal Himalaya, then Nagaland Himalayas.
मैम तो सुनिए
Yeah.
मैम मैसेज करिए तुम कुछ बोलोगी हम लोग नहीं बोलता हम नहीं बोल
So, there is diversity. All over the country, there is diversity in the Himalayas. And if you work, when we started working, it was like geology in Uttarakhand, Himachal is very different from geology from Arunachal. Now, coming to water, the Brahmaputra River, it is the only male river in the world. Did you know that? It is the only male river in the world, but it is huge. It is like huge. And what people face out there is floods, but there is also scarcity of drinking water. Nobody can imagine that the whole Brahmaputra Valley actually has scarcity of supply of drinking water. Anyway, then there is also iron problem in the water. So all these are many fields in which we can work on and we can reach out to society, because now science is not about just publishing papers. It is like how you are able to directly relate to society. So every department, in fact, have started having an outreach program in which our science is translated into the common society by taking them like how they can be benefited through what we do. So we have also included recently started work in Chakrata region, in which we are going to rejuvenate a few springs and try to understand how we can take water to the very remote villages where you have to cross several hills to get to the village. So this is something which is coming up. Now coming to how to work as a woman and how to geologist is a men's world actually. In my office today, because it is International Women Day in Science, today I called all the women scientists and I wanted to bring ourselves in focus. So I told them that make a clip of what you are doing. We are going to put it up because I want to push them, because we are only 5 out of 60 scientists. Anyway, so what we face while working is not only in the work field but also at home. I was brought up in a very different way. I'm from northeast of India. So number one point, I have noted down something. We have slightly liberal cultural system. So out there, men, women, there is not much difference. So in that way, I'm very lucky that there was no, stopping that I want to do something. I always had my will. I could do whatever I want to. If I want to come out, come back at 10, I could come back at 10. But it helped me develop my confidence. When you're not stopping a woman, giving her the liberty to decide at what time to come back and whether I'll be safe or not, you don't have to think that she will be safe or not. Let her decide whether she'll be safe or not. That will give you confidence. People may say that we are thinking about her safety. No, she can learn to be safe. That is what I got from my culture. But then my family was not only liberal, they allowed me to do whatever I want to. I came to IIT Roorkee, I studied in IIT Roorkee, it gave me skill sets and I became a scientist. First I was an administrator, but then remember, when you are independent, you are strong, you are established, your family will abandon you. What I mean by that is, when difficulties come, they think that she can do it because she's strong. I will tell you, my husband had a heart attack, first heart attack, a second heart attack in which he was completely in coma for a long time. It has been 4 years he lost all his cognitive skills. Nobody from my family came because they knew that I can handle it. Not a single person in the 4 years who had come to help me. Despite that, I took break. When I came back to work, I was told at work that you were not there. But then I have to carry on, I have to go on. I want to work, I want to be in science, I cannot let go. So it is very different, for a woman, you have to be so strong that even when you are abandoned, you have to carry on. So this is what, make yourself strong, but also learn not to expect. Because then when you're strong, maybe you will not have any support. You will have to be so strong. Also, your children will start telling you. So I learned from Indira Nuni. She said that you have to have excuses when your child says that, oh, you did not give me time, oh, there was PT and you did not attend. You have to have answers that so and so's mother also did not go, so and so's father also did not go. So you have to have answers to counteract. Don't feel guilty. You cannot feel guilty. If you feel guilty, you will feel guilty in every step. It will only pull you back. And then when you come back to work also, you have to then work double, because again you have to contribute for what you have lost. So there are many challenges, but then you have to just carry on. And being in science is actually your responsibility towards the nation also, because it is not only your ambition but the country's ambition to keep women in science. And I feel that in my office, there has been incidences where women have also pulled down to men. But we have to understand that we have to support each other. Otherwise, we cannot rise. Thank you.
Well said, ma'am. I for all that you told. This is amazing. I mean,
This is what we are seeking for.
I think you have put it up as an inspiration, and I think once it goes on to YouTube and on Facebook, we are going to circulate it. Let people hear, let girls understand that, just whimpering and crying if you lose something is not what you're looking for. We're looking for stronger girls today, because girls need to be strong. And of course, I would also, to add to what you said, I would also say that it also becomes responsibility of all mothers to teach their boys to learn to respect and understand what goes on and to be equitable in work with the woman. I'm not asking to reverse the roles, like we had a previous speaker speaking in the morning. She said, normally what happens, the girls start expecting role reversal. कि मैंने किया तो husband क्यों नहीं करता? I am not saying. She said, we are not looking for role reversals. I am proud to be a woman. I am very proud to be a woman. I am very proud to do everything that a woman can do and a man cannot do. But at the same time, I am expecting equity, because my brain works the same or sometimes even better than the man's brain. So why not that equity? Why not that respect? I am not asking him to do everything, but where the contributions are required, please do. But even if it doesn't, like she said, it's like an ekla chaluva. You have to move because it's your life at the end of it.
One more thing that I want to add to, something which I did. I had my daughter at a very, very late age, and she was premature, she was not there. I went to Delhi because my husband used to stay in Gurgaon, and I always used to stay here. So we had our daughter there, and then my husband said that she was not well, definitely not well. After I finished my maternity leave, I took some childcare leave, and my husband said, "You cannot take her. I will not stop you. You go do your job, but you cannot take her." I actually left her and I leave. So my husband brought her out till he had his second heart attack. So husbands may say, you are free to take your decision, and you have to take the decision wisely. it's not that I abandon her, but I know that she will also be in safe hands. So many things may come, but you have to go on.
Thank you, ma'am. I think this has been a wonderful way that we have understood how things are, how difficult it is, and how this is actually challenges and how you have to overcome them. So it's great, ma'am. Wonderful. I mean, you are an inspiration to so many people who just leave things halfway. Yes, yes, definitely. With this, I would also like this. There are these two young girls sitting next to me who are still doing science, and they have a long life to go, and they still have a long career to decide. So I would like to ask them what is their view on science, and do they think they have challenges? Do they feel they, after listening to all of us, that there are challenges? How do they think they would like to overcome it? So I'll give it to you one by one, please.
A very good evening to all of you. I didn't prepare something to say, but when I see all of you, I feel so great. ये सिर्फ शायद एक बोलने के लिए हो गया है कि women का participation नहीं है. Now I'm seeing everywhere that I'm always surrounded by women, mostly. And जितना मैंने लोगों से अभी not लोगों से जितने भी हमारे यहाँ पर seniors थे जिन्होंने जो कुछ भी बोला, I think one thing I understand कि हम सिर्फ अपने लिए सोचते कि हमारे लिए challenges है. बट मुझे तो ये पता, मतलब मैं बिल्कुल सोच नहीं सकती मैम की लाइफ में इतने challenges हैं. मैं हूँ एंड मैम इज 76 ईयर ओल्ड. मतलब अगर मैं इस एज में चली जाऊंगी तो आई डोंट नो इज आई एम एबल टू सी. अभी से आंखों में स्ट्रेस लग गए हैं, तब तो पता नहीं डबल हो जाएंगे, मेटावर्स हो जाएगा, क्या हो जाएगा तब तक. तो मैं तो बहुत ही ज्यादा इसी से इंस्पायर हो गई हूँ कि इट्स नॉट ओनली अबाउट मी कि मेरे लाइफ में चैलेंज हो सकता है. मुझे लग रहा है औरों की अकॉर्डिंग हमारे पास तो काफी प्लेटफॉर्म अब मिल गया है, काफी हद तक ये चीजें स्मूथिंग हो गई हैं कि अब हम सोच सकते हैं और बियॉन्ड दिस बहुत कुछ है करने के लिए. सो थैंक यू सो मच फॉर योर कंट्रीब्यूशन मैम, जो भी आप लोगों ने कहा. आई विल टेक दिस सीरियस सिंसियर. थैंक यू सो मच.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Samruddhi Sharma. Good evening. Actually, I'm pursuing my master's of environmental science, and जैसे कि मैम ने बताया कि मैम ने बहुत सारे challenges face किए हैं, but the thing is कि अगर हमारे पास family का support हो, so we can face any challenge. And because the girl of my age, उनको मीन्स एक प्लेटफॉर्म चाहिए होता है ताकि वो एक्सप्लोर कर सके अपने, उनको अपॉर्चुनिटीज चाहिए होती है सो दैट कि वो देख सके कि उनको मीन्स उनका क्या स्कोप है आगे करने का क्या है. बिकॉज बहुत से लोग होते हैं जिनको ये मतलब अपॉर्चुनिटी प्रोवाइड ही नहीं की जाती है. लेकिन मतलब जैसे कि मैं हूँ, मेरा जो फैमिली है वो बहुत लिबरल रहा है एंड उन्होंने मुझे हर स्टेप पे एक ऐसा प्रोवाइड किया कि इक्विटी. इवन माय ब्रदर, मतलब उन्होंने कभी ऐसा कंपैरिजन नहीं किया है कि भाई है तो उसको आगे ऐसा बढ़ावा दिया जाए, बट उन्होंने मुझे भी उतना ही इक्विटी प्रोवाइड किया है जितना कि मेरे भाई को. सो मैं बहुत मतलब ग्लैड हूँ. एक तो हमारे सामने जो एलाइट्स बैठे हैं उन्होंने अपने एक्सपीरियंस शेयर किए और मुझे भी इवन मौका दिया कि मैं भी अपना बात शेयर कर पाऊँ. थैंक यू.
Somebody like to have something to
come at the last.
मैं कमला पाली गुलाम भारत की पैदा हुई और आजाद भारत की नई पीढ़ी की सारी मेरे वक्त में तो लड़कियों को पढ़ने का ही चैलेंज था. इवन मेरे फादर बिल्कुल नहीं चाहते थे कि हम पढ़ेंगे लड़कियां. तो मैंने 7th क्लास से ट्यूशन की है और अपने सारे भाई बहनों के 6 भाई बहनों सबके कपड़े सीते हैं, पूरे मोहल्ले भर के कपड़े सीते हैं और अपनी एजुकेशन बराबर बनाए. जब मैं 9th में आई, साइंस लेना चाहती थी तो मेरे पिताजी ने कहा अभी तो साइंस लेनी, फिर कहेगी मुझे डॉक्टर बनना. मेरे 6 बच्चे, कोई साइंस नहीं है. जैसे तैसे पढ़ाई चल पड़ी, बहुत लंबा इतिहास है, वो नहीं कहना चाहूंगी. लेकिन मैं इस वक्त जो है इतनी जो उस वक्त की बात थी 9th क्लास में साइंस नहीं ले पाई और साइंटिस्ट नहीं बन पाई। लेटर ऑन 1994 में एक ऐसा इंसिडेंट हुआ कि पहाड़ों में अल्मोड़ा में पिथौरागढ़ में पानी की बहुत शॉर्टेज हो गई। मतलब लोग 4 बजे रात से 9 लोग धाराओं में वो लगा रखते थे, बर्तन लगाते थे और एक ही बाल्टी पानी के लिए, एक जेरिकन पानी के लिए बड़ा संघर्ष करते थे। तो मेरा सबसे छोटा ब्रदर जो है उसने एक प्रयोग किया कि जो हमारे घर की छत थी उसका पानी इकट्ठा करके और उसको कैसे रिसाइकिल किया गया। हम जितना पानी बर्बाद करते हैं हाथ धोने में, बर्तन धोने में, इसको कैसे रिसाइकिल किया गया, उसका रिसाइकिल बॉटल का एक प्रोजेक्ट। और वही जो पानी का प्रोजेक्ट था उसने एक संस्था को जन्म दिया, पीपल्स एसोसिएशन ऑफ हिल इंडियन विलेजेस पहल। मैं सौभाग्य से अपने रिटायरमेंट उसकी अध्यक्ष हूँ और पहल के अध्यक्ष के नाते मैंने डिपार्टमेंट ऑफ साइंस एंड टेक्नोलॉजी का जो प्रोजेक्ट है चिल्ड्रन साइंस कांग्रेस पूरे उत्तराखंड में स्कूल लेवल से, ब्लॉक लेवल से, फिर उसके बाद डिस्ट्रिक्ट लेवल तक, स्टेट लेवल तक, नेशनल लेवल तक पूरा हिंदुस्तान बच्चों को लेकर गई हूँ, घुमा है बच्चों को साइंस में काफी एक्सपोजर। पिछले 10 सालों से पत्रिका व्यू पोस्ट और इस वक्त इंडियन साइंस एसोसिएशन के साथ विज्ञान परिचर्चा निकालती हूँ। अब भी इस वक्त भी मैं राउंड द क्लॉक काम कर सकती हूँ, मुझे कोई थकान नहीं। ये ऐसा नहीं कि इसने मुझे सपोर्ट नहीं किया, उसने नहीं किया, जिसने नहीं किया मत करे, पर मैंने तो विरोध भी किसी का नहीं किया। मैं सारे विरोधों के बीच खड़ी रही आगे और उसके खड़े रहने का नतीजा ये बच्चों से कहना चाहती हूँ कि सुनो सबकी, करो अपने मन। और जन्मजात जो औरत होती है ना उसको कहते हैं चिता कुंड संबंध, वो अग्नि के कुंड से पैदा होती है, वो अग्नि से हमेशा होती है, वो आग हमेशा होती है। और वही आग है जो आपको अपने प्रोग्रेसिव रास्ते पर ले जाएगी और आपको शिखर पर पहुंचाएगी। थैंक यू। मुझे भी झेलने के लिए
आपको तो बाकी जो क्लोजर रहा है इसका वो अमेजिंग रहा है। मतलब प्री इंडिपेंडेंस से लेके 21st सेंचुरी में we have almost come to the end of the session, and before we close, if there is anybody who has anything else to say, I would it will be wonderful. You can please use this forum to speak, or if there's anything that you want to collaborate on or any ideas that you want to put up. We would love to see all of you from Dehradun to please come and visit us sometimes whenever you have time at our place. We will be sharing our Google pin with you on the group, and you're welcome to come visit us and see what we are doing, because seeing is believing. And of course, we'll be happy to connect with you for anything else that you like. And I would like to thank all of these young girls with me who have helped me, and 2 young boys who have helped me to get this working. Otherwise, I would be technologically handicapped.
Dr. Rima, I will just like to endorse the statement what both ma'am said. Really, we have to be very strong at all aspects, with professional as well as to personal, because we have to maintain the balance. And scientific temperament should always inculcate in mother's mind also, so that their child, their girl child or boy, because this discrimination should be avoided. And I would like to give a tribute to my mother. She was totally from the art side. And what she thought during that time, she is no more. And what she thought during that time, all my girls should be from the scientific background. So that this kind of zeal, this kind of motivation is very much required. And this is the best platform that your Techno Hub can definitely give a wide range of these kind of mindset. So very nice. And lastly, 2 lines that I have written just now. कोई भी हवा का झोंका हमको हिला नहीं सकता, हम औरत हैं ये कहकर कोई हमको हरा नहीं सकता. So that's true. And really, I endorse ma'ams and ma'ams. I was listening consistently. Very nice. We have to struggle at every point, but definitely once we have zeal, we will prove it. Thank you so much.
So we have to be together. So if
Thank-
I can be a hand to my colleague, may not be in the same place, but we are all in the same boat. So
Yes.
if we all grow together, we will move faster. That is the
Master,
way.
exactly. Like synergistic effect. It will give a synergistic effect, definitely.
Right.
Thank you so much, Rima. I enjoyed the session a lot. Thank you so much, ma'am.
I too, and all my memories have come back with you and with Manisha, and of course, Aparajita couldn't join us today, but I'm sure she will. And I'm glad that I've made a lot of new acquaintances, and some will become friends in long run. Which I'm looking
Definitely. As soon as Corona ends, I'll come to Dehradun. I'm dying to meet you. I'm desperate to meet you.
And we are going to do some work together. Don't worry, Prachi. We will be
Definitely, Doctor. To all your team. It is give a big hand to all your team. Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. And all those people who are with us online will please share e-pakoras with us and eat chai with us while we continue our journey to having some little pakoras and chai. And thank you everyone for giving your time. I know it's the weekend. I know you are in office and I know you have a lot of work, but still you took out time and you spoke and you were with us. Thank you very, very much for it. And thanks to your organization for allowing me to be with us, and more power to women. Hope to see you more. Hope we interact further for doing some meaningful work in the coming months and make a stronger collaboration. Thank you very much. With this, we would call this a day. Thank you and have a good day. Bye.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
वो ये कह रही थी, ये थैंक्स कर